morning, friends. It's Tracey and Boris and Randall from Nova Scotia. It's around 7 o'clock. I slept in a little bit today. I just got back from our walk and I'm just feeding my friends. I did get the coffee pot going before we left. So that should be all nice and brewed. I'll feed Boris, and Maze has his last hockey practice today down at that rink that's outside of town. And then he has to come back, and then he has to go back to that rink because there's a birthday party later on this afternoon. So busy. So that's all right. You can't miss a birthday party if you can help it, because they're very exciting. More people plopped into the world. It's a beautiful thing. All right, I brewed my coffee. Boris is out there having some breakfast. Now open up the house. Mally was down. Got some breakfast, went back upstairs. I'll see her again probably lunchtime. Woo! My goodness, I'm sorry. You okay? Good morning, Francis. I have my coffee sitting out by my chair. And I don't see anybody out there yet. Boy, that was fast, wasn't it? He was just about done before I even left the kitchen. He's a growing young man. I'm just going to, look at my hair. Sit down and drink my coffee. Do you remember this one? The big house. He kind of looks like Boris. When his hair is shaggy, anyways. Put some shows on for Boris, because he's a big boy and he likes shows sometimes. Welcome to the big blue house. I was just doing a little self-pep talk saying, I put mascara on yesterday when I went to that party so I don't look like a shower clog, but I forgot to wash it off, so I look like I got some black eyes, but I don't. It's just, that's what it is. But I'm just hanging up my husband's guitar. Anyways, I was doing a pep talk. I'm like, I should try to do 100 squats a day. So I just did 10 while I was putting my hair up in a knot. Like, 1, 2. He gets all, what's going on here? Okay, Boris. Jeepers. I don't think I can do squats when he's in the vicinity. Stop. 3, 4. I'm trying to be athletic, you wiener. Jeez. So I did 20 altogether so far. I'll try to squeeze them in whenever I can. 1 or 2 here, 3 or 4 there. Wiener. Anyways, everybody's still asleep. Mally, like I said, was up earlier when I got back from a walk, but I think what I want to do, let me turn this. Let's organize this shelf a little bit. 21. Because I'm doing 3 TBRs this year, a spring one, a beefcake one, and a 25 and 2025. I'd like to get all of those books on one shelf, if possible. I don't know. I'm going to take them all off so I can organize them and get them, how I want. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to listen to a new audiobook. I finished this book yesterday. Oh my gosh. Gassed by Edward Lee. Anything by Edward Lee is disgusting, violent, gross, funny. Very inappropriate. Absolutely not for anybody. If you're looking for, if you're soft around the edges, do not. Absolutely do not. Anyways. Yeah, it was pretty good, but very, very disgusting and violent and civil war and perversion and debauchery and all that stuff. Anyways, finish that. I'm gonna read, it's another horror thriller, The Life We Bury. I don't really know what it's about, but it was on my monthly TBR. These are the books. I read this one, these ones. I read that, thriller, dark romance, extreme horror, dark romance, dystopian. And that Cressley Cole one, and a couple other audiobooks I listened to. But this one is my last one that I'm supposed to read this year, or this month. The Life We Bury. It's an audiobook, so I'll just listen to it while I'm doing this. All right. These are the ones I've read this month, plus audiobooks. Any book that's turned out this way, I've read. Read. I don't think there's any down there. Okay. So these are all the books that are in the spring TBR, Beefcake TBR in 20 and 25. So there's the bind up of the Narnia books. There's 7 books in there. A cult book, a mafia book, a horror book, The Outsiders, Stephen King. That was Watership Down. I read that. Train Spotting by Irvin Welsh. A thriller, dark horror, or like extreme horror. Dark romance, banned book, dark romance, horror, dark romance, horror, Joe Hill, fireman, I don't know, a cult book, a dystopian book, mafia book, horror book. What was this one? Oh, a Karen Slaughter book. That was thriller. This is the 3rd book in a trilogy. I'm reading the 2nd book. No, this is the 2nd book in a trilogy. This is one of my spring TBR ones. I read the 1st book in January or February. This is the 2nd book, and then there's a 3rd book somewheres. 3rd book in a trilogy. Horror. This would be a reread for my spring. This is book 2 in a trilogy, but the 3rd book hasn't come out. And it's been 25 years, so I don't know. Clive Barker. I read the 1st book in this trilogy, The Passage by Justin Cronin. The next one is The 12, and the 3rd one is The City of Mirrors. Lasher is the 2nd book in the Mayfair Witches series. I should have my light on. Oh, there. 2nd book in the Mayfair Witches series. The 1st book was... Where is it? The 1st book, The Witching Hour. Yeah. The 4th book in the Flowers in the Attic series, whatever that's called. Another Clive Barker book. Horror book. Time travel Viking book. A vampire book. Robert McCammon. Horror. So, horror. This is more like fantasy horror. Horror. Historical time travel Viking book. Horror, And yeah, so yeah, but I'm trying to read this entire shelf. So those are the ones I've read this month. I'm missing some books. Where the heck did I put my books that I read last month? Like The Witching Hour. Oh, there's Nikita and Lovesick. I didn't read those. Those were on my reading list for last year. Oh, they're here because that's The Witching Hour. But whatever. I can only do so much, right? There. All right. And then these are just the ones that I picked. That's the one I'm listening to right now. Look at that. The Life We Bury by Alan Eskin. So this is my 25 and 25 books. This is 100 of my physical books. I have more than that, but I only put 100 in here. And this is a whole bunch, about 100 of my audiobooks. So, yeah, there. Perfect. There's a hand, there's an ear. I have a finger around here somewheres. Here it is. Ta-da! An old hornet's nest or wasp nest or something. Some seashells. Whatever. I just had those, like some of those books just sitting in a pile. And I don't need to have books in piles when I have a bookshelf, you know? Oh, what am I at now? 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, I did 30. I have the rest of the day to do 70 squats. Oh, are you my motivational coach? Huh? He was out there laying down. Oh, you silly boy. Well. It turned on by itself, Boris. I haven't checked back in a while. May's left with my husband for hockey practice. I'm going to cook up a dump truck full of bacon. There's 3 or 4 in there, and then there's this one. I don't think I'll do it all, but I'll do at least 3 packs. I'll eat some, and then the kids can have whatever, sandwiches or whatever. Boris almost knows what I'm doing. Like, he's here waiting for me to open a package, but tough titties, said the kitty. So I'm getting through that book. It's really interesting. It's about a college student, and he has to do a report, and he has to find an older person, but he doesn't really have older people in his life. He has a mother who's an alcoholic that is totally irresponsible. He has an 18-year-old brother who's autistic and can't be left for very long by himself, and then him. And Boris, he goes to a nursing home to see if he could find somebody he could do an interview with. And when he gets there, they're like a little skeptical, you know, whatever. Turns out this guy was just transferred there a couple of months ago from a prison, and he's like stage 4 cancer. But he was a murderer, according to his file, that he assaulted and killed a 14-year-old girl and burnt her in a shed. But he's like 70-something. He looks 100 because of his cancer. And he's going to tell his story because he's been offered, you know, to tell his story many times, but he doesn't want to do that. And this guy, the reporter guy, he's not a reporter. He's just doing it for a school project. But went down the road a little bit, like a few days later, the college guy gets the court documents, because this happened 50 years ago or 60 years ago. And the guy in the nursing home signs the paper so he can get them. And they're trying to figure stuff out. Or the college guy and a girl neighbor that lives across the hall from him. So it might not be, you know, what. And it's also going in some of the old man's history, like he was a soldier, World War II veteran, stuff like that. Yeah, it's interesting. Anyways, I will finish this book today because it's about an 8.5 hour book. However, I listen to it at least twice the speed, sometimes faster. And yes, my brain absorbs it just like it's somebody talking. My brain works way faster than the way I talk. I don't know why. But I have to take Maze to a birthday party back down at the rink later on. I think it starts at 5 or 6. Siblings welcome, so Misha's going to go, but she's probably not going to go skating. And yeah, I just thought I'll do this up, cook a few eggs later. I have a little bit of that fried cabbage left. I'll have that, bacon and eggs, and the kids can have bacon and eggs or whatever. I was thinking, no, I'll just make Kraft dinner, but no, we got bacon in there. I'll just cook it up because I want to render some more bacon fat too. So I just inchworm it so I can try to get as much on the pan as possible. Thirsty much for us. So I'm on squat 50. I'll get 100 done today by the time I go to bed. I was trying to distract him while Maze was eating his breakfast because Boris is extremely food motivated, and even Maze eating breakfast, me doing squats, he wasn't leaving Maze's side. So food trumps squats. But that's okay. He just had some toast and stuff. So I have this big cookie sheet, and then I have 2 of the little ones. I just thought I'll do it that way. And this will shrink up a bit, of course, and hopefully I can get some fat off of these sheets. Yeah, I don't know why that bacon packet, like the marketing is red on it, whereas that pack that has all the packs in it is blue. Maybe one's full fat or salt or something. I don't know. Whatever. I'll just twirl that one like that. And then this one like that. I do have a defrosted sandwich bag of chicken for Boris's Kong today. We haven't had one in a few days. I have the oven coming up to 425. I find it takes longer than it says in videos, at least for me. They say, oh, 15-20 minutes. No, it takes longer than that for me. Maybe it's just the way I like the bacon cooked. I don't like it right crispy, super crispy, but I don't want it super floppy. Now, I like it middle of the road. Chewy, but not uncooked. Now, maybe I should have used one of those other big ones because I fit a full pack. I'm hoping 2 of these. Boris, what are you doing in there? Come here. Come here. We're probably going to have to make a fire today because it is kind of cool out and it's going to get colder. It'll get below 0 at some point today. Maybe that one's red because it seems thicker than this. That's probably why. So that'll take longer to cook. That's fine. I want to have enough bacon for everybody to have bacon. Enough bacon. There is a package of boneless, skinless, either breasts or thighs in there I seen in the bottom of the fridge. I went to bed before my husband and Misha came home last night. They came home with a big fruit tray, like a big one, which they took out and put in containers in the fridge, so it could be in the fridge. And I'm assuming that chicken, because that wasn't there yesterday. So perhaps chicken and bacon. I don't know. I'm not cooking it. I'm cooking. Oh, he's getting a bottle from by the fire. Are you going to recycle that for me, please? We'll take it out there and do it. Anyways, I will do this. I am not weighing myself with this keto journey that I'm on. I might next month. I don't know. I know what I was to begin with. I'm going to go according to my clothes, how they feel. I don't want to, well, first of all, my scale doesn't have a battery in it, so that's probably why I haven't weighed myself. But anyways, I'm doing it for health reasons and skin reasons. And so far, so good. I haven't cheated. One meal, I did have one of those breaded chicken pieces, but I did try to pick off as much as I could. But again, 1 meal a day. I'm going up to 20 carbs a day. I'm not really actually measuring it, but in my mind, I'm not eating more than 20 carbs a day because I'm eating 1 meal a day. And so far, so good. I'm getting more and more fat adapted. Like, I'm not hungry. So, we'll see. By summer, I might even feel confident enough to wear shorts. But I'm not there yet. I do have a lot of the clothes that I saved from the last time I lost a bunch of weight up in the attic. And I was going to throw them out just because there's no sense in keeping clothes if, you know, you're not going to wear them. But I might be able to wear some. We'll see. But I know I have lost some. I can feel it in my clothes for sure. And, you know, I don't sleep nearly as much as I used to. I find when you do this, you don't need as much sleep. Like, I was up, I slept in a little bit today, but I was up quite a bit last night. And when you do sleep, you sleep pretty hard. And it's refreshing when you do wake up. But it's like 4 o'clock in the morning and you're awake and it's hard to get back to sleep. So you stay in bed even though you can't go to sleep, and eventually you do fall asleep, but then you wake up and today it's 7 o'clock. There. I'm not complaining. It just takes a while to get used to. So I will do at least 1 more pack, maybe 2, because that's 2 packs, 3 pans. Oh, let me see. Well, there's 3 more packs in here. Maybe I'll just do 1. I don't know. Let's see. Let me get you off so you can get a picture of this. See, it's not uniform or anything. It's all scriggled there on a rack, so the juices can drip down. I just find if I don't do that, I don't know. It takes even longer because they're sitting in oil. All right, I just flipped that bacon, but it's snowing outside. I don't think we're supposed to get a whole bunch, but it's not unlike us getting a bad snowstorm in March, like a spring snowstorm, at least one. But yeah, it's starting to snow. Yeah, we got to make a fire today, baby. He took off like a bat out of hell. Boris! I just closed my eyes. Come here, Boris! Son of a... I bet you he went over. You better stay where I can see you or you're going to be in such trouble. Boris! Come up here. Are you going to have a poop? We just got back from a little walk, not far. It's cold out. Oh, I brought Maze's hockey bag in. We're going to have to leave in a little while down to go play hockey again. Boris, come here. Come on. Hey. Hey. Oh. Come on. Oh, look, 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 look. Come here, Boris. Okay, bye. I'm leaving. Gator. I'm going in. Come on. I'm leaving. Should be coming. Oh, there he is. Yeah, I knew. Big chicken. You big chicken. All right. All right, guys. Haven't checked back in quite a while. Maze is back in his hockey gear. I didn't bother setting you guys back up again. Misha's here. We're going to head down to that birthday party. Boris is in the window. But my husband and the girls are home, so, you know. And he had supper. An early supper.
You have the bottles?
Yes. We're going to stop and fill up my water jugs and then go to the party. Oh. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. The police. All right, we made it to the party. We're a little early. Hold the door open, Mish. Maybe it's public skating or something. Oh, is it down there, do you think?
Yes, that's Cooper's dad.
Okay. Well, let's go down there. Yeah. All right, we made it. Looks like then we got the whole rink to ourselves. The boys were asked to wear all their hockey gear, so he has it all on. I just need to go get Maze's skates on. Misha's here too, but she's not going to go skating. Oh. Okay, Misha and I are going up in the warm room. We'll come down when the party's partying, you know. But instead of sitting there, do you want to go out and try skating? You could. They are nice looking, and they're pink. They look a little small, but if you want to go skating, I think those are there for people to use. No. Oh. No, it's the store. I think there might be a bathroom up there, though. In that. Scooch over. We're going over. I want to sit in the middle one. Yeah, right here. This is good. There. There's some more kids in the dressing room getting stuff on, but it's neat. He's trying to practice the Michigan move. He did one the other day at practice with the heavy puck. He can do it at home with the light ones, but he did the first one with the heavy puck the other day, and the coach seen it, so that was awesome. Don't ask me to explain what it is, but it's a move of some sort. But there. Oh, one of the kids is dressed as a goalie. That's cool. That's Oscar. Okay. All right, they moved one of the nets way down there with one of those things on it. But I went out in the car and got my emotional support Kindle. They're having some kind of game now. They're all out. All right, we're back from the birthday party. I'm hungry. This is that leftover fried cabbage, and I cut up 3 or 4 pieces of bacon to put in it and heated it up, and I'm gonna devour it. Oh, well, hey friends, it's Tracey from another day. I'm putting an ending on yet another video. This is probably my 5th video I've done today. It is 8:16 at night. I just want to try to bang off as many as possible, so because I'm going to be busy the next few days, and I don't want to have to try to squeeze it in when I can squeeze them all out tonight, or at least edit them and schedule them and get them going. But yeah, that was a good birthday party. At the end of it, I never thought to get it, but they all threw down their gloves at that hockey birthday party and started fighting. Not real fighting, but you know, if you watch NHL, there's fighting in it, or other leagues. They all threw down their gloves and started wrestling, and it was funny, but they had a good time. And yeah, that was it. We had that bacon for, well, I think there still might be a little bit. That was 2 or 3 days ago. But the kids have eaten as much as they want. Like, it's not allotted just for me. It's for whoever wants it. Mally's made a few sandwiches. Well, I did put a picture in here of a sandwich that Mally made. Looked friggin' delicious with tomatoes and mayonnaise and salt and pepper and stuff. Delicious. Anyways, I'm going to say peace, love, and happiness today and every single day. Please like, share, and subscribe if you so choose, but if not, that's okay too. I still love ya. I still want all the happiness in the world for each and every one of you out there. I certainly do. I really, really honest and truly do. Yes, I do. So, okay guys, with that I'm going to say have a good night, or have a good morning, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Boink.